Hello, and today I'm playing Blood of Old. Hope you enjoy. So getting into this game, it's got a weird backstory. Essentially, the developer, who was running a campaign to get it on Steam Greenlight when that was around, he was giving out copies of the game in exchange for voting for his game on Steam Greenlight. This was specifically against the terms of use of Steam Greenlight at the time. However, he still found his way into Steam, and that is how I'm playing the game today. Since then, though, Steam has cut their contract and he has been permanently banned from releasing games, and he's received a community ban on his profile. Which might make you ask, why am I bothering to play the game today? Well, I would like to point out, by the way, before I begin, that the game is on ultra settings, and with that I think you might be able to tell where I'm going. If we, for example, play one of these, by the way, there is no tutorial here, so if you were trying to play this properly, it would be a good look from the developer. Immediately you can just see that the bad design is very, very apparent. From the fact that the load game button is here, to the fact that there's a stretched out picture in the background which makes the text really difficult to read. Regardless, getting into the game, this is the game. You might see this big box on the right here. That never goes away. Yeah. There's tons of problems, like for example, you can see that tree it's through the floor, but the floor's lifted up. For the most part, stuff like this, these rocks are very obviously floating. The game is already starting to lag. The water, it's just, yeah, it's right to the top of this, which doesn't really make any sense. I've got no idea what is going on over here with that. You'll see a very common trend with stuff floating above. That is because this game didn't really have any quality control or testing. You can see there that you can see off the edge, it's very obvious where you can't build anymore as well. The colour of the grass changes significantly. Weird flickering problems, the road just randomly gets larger. There's a tree in the path. You might also notice that the game is just currently playing itself in a way. I suppose they have 165 population, which doesn't help when I can only see about 5 of them. Regardless though, let's actually get into the game. So the build menu, as you can see, looks horrific. It's very difficult to use, and stuff is not categorized properly. For example, the inn is under houses, but it's not where I choose to put it. Only one resource building, some general buildings, and then some defense buildings. So, for example, let's get into building a small house. Whoops, right. So left click to place, press R to rotate, and middle mouse button to cancel the building. Right. So as you can see, now that I've started rotating it, I can no longer choose where to put it. That's just stuck there. So let's cancel that. That time I can no longer move anything when I choose to place it. And as you can see, this is only one of the many problems that this game encounters. So I can no longer build anything, so that's now out of the options. The estate menu, so you get to choose your taxes, how much rations, and selling and purchasing of food, as well as how the population is going to be growing. The jobs menu, so you can hire people to do various stuff. So we could hire some guards who will add plus 15 law. Maybe that'll stop some criminals. Who really knows at this point? upgrades, so you can upgrade various stuff apparently. Quest log. So this is our quest. Gain the loyalty of the local bandits who will stop raiding your village. Can't personally see any local bandits in the first place. There's somebody walking around with a health bar. Maybe that's him. I can't really tell. Some barrels everywhere. Right. So you can see the diplomacy and military. So I have a negative 969% chance to succeed. In other words, I'd fail. I assume that's 0%. No matter what I try and do to them, even if I try and send them money, apparently it'll fail. Don't know, somehow the local bandits have a city with good economy and good military strength. I've got nothing going for me. Yeah. So, I suppose I could hire some more guards. There we go. Got 5 guards, so maybe now I have a chance? No. Perhaps I need to build one of those lovely buildings that I can't actually choose to build. Let's put some wooden walls. Guess that's a no. A tower? It worries me when games that feature such scenes as this are capable of getting onto Steam. So I'm glad that I've got a guard sitting up there. I'm going to assume that that's some good defence. We just drop him on the heads of the bandits. Probably. Hopefully that would be better than this. So that's essentially it. I can't actually continue playing as the game's bugged itself up. Hilariously, whilst it might seem this is performing not the worst thing in the world for an early access game, as it's not really dropped too badly, this is after the performance update, which removed all of the grass. There used to be grass on top of all of this, and I own a high-end computer. It's got a 980 Ti, for those of you who know what that is, and the game averaged a solid 10 frames a second. For those of you on consoles, that's about a third of what you're getting. So as you can guess, the game was extremely laggy. So, what else is in the settings, you might ask? Well, useless settings for the most part. For example, the quality control between, let's have a look, extra low. The game doesn't really run any better. It runs the exact same. So what's the point? All that it removed was a bit of anti-aliasing, so everything's now jagged on the edges, and that's it. See? Exact same. So, missing even all of that, you got resolution settings, which I don't know who would do 720 by 480, must be somebody out there. The settings applied thing, that never disappears, so you never know if the settings you actually put in are not just applied. And additionally, the only thing that actually needs you to click the apply button is the quality. All the other ones apply themselves already. Right. For some reason all of this is down here as well. Not useful information. It's already up here, so even stays open as you exit to the main menu. It definitely begs the question of how this game even lasted this long on the Steam marketplace, which shows how Steam's become mainly just shambles recently, with pathetic games like this charging people £5 for this experience. I managed to get hold of the game for free. I was a beta tester for this game before it went under. purely to see if I could help out the developer, as what you've just seen is completely bug-ridden and featureless. However, the right thing happened. He was banned, no more harm done. Except he somehow has fans, and I'll put a picture on now, fighting for this game, who believe that this game could have been a game that went somewhere. And at this point, I'm not even too sure how somebody would believe that, especially how I've had to change the resolution of my computer screen because this resolution box is shambles. It doesn't even actually work. So, that's it for this episode of What the Hell Is This? There probably won't be another one of these. Hopefully I won't have to do another one of these. And I'll see you next time.